Okay, so to that end, what I typically do when I create a custom map, not in this vanilla series, but in a planned out map, I will start. Wow, that ran out pretty quick. I'm going to go through a lot of wooden picks here, aren't I? It's all right. I'm going to go through a lot of wooden picks here, or stone picks. Maybe what I'll do is, I guess I'm just going to make, iron picks. I've got enough iron. I talked about that already. It'll speed up the process, and I've got enough iron that it shouldn't be a huge... and I'm going to get rid of some of this junk here. I will need a lot of cobble later, but for now I don't need it immediately. Okay, yes, it's taken me a long time to get to my point, but you know what? That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and take out this row up here, and then I'll start expanding. So I have an 8 by 8 by 8 room. It's probably a little bigger or a little smaller than that. I don't know how big I need to make it though. But I really want slimes. My other option is to find a swamp or to go find natural caves, which would be a heck of a lot more interesting, I think. And that's what a lot of YouTubers do. Because I don't even know if this is a slime chunk. I could be doing this completely for nothing. That would be a failed slime farm. And really, I just need like a few slime balls. I don't even need that many. Okay, so map making. Let's focus. Let's try to focus my commentary on map making process. While I do this, we're going to break the bottom one. We're actually going to break all of those, just so that I can have a, so if zombies do spawn down there, oh shoot, I need to go take out that torch. So that if zombies spawn down there, they're not going to come up here and invade my, oh well, I lost the torch there. They're not going to invade my hallway. Now, there is a chance that one could spawn up to there. And then we're going to take that out, that. Okay, that is definitely a viable spawn location for mobs. And I'm going to keep digging this way. I'm actually just going to dig until I can get to a point where, let's use up the slabs, where I hit a cave of some kind, or I get bored. So the rest of this video, whatever number I'm on, may not be the most interesting thing you've ever seen. But hopefully we'll come back this way and we'll see some slimes in there. Okay, so map making. This is the best time to focus on discussion when I'm just digging straight ahead for a while. So what I like to do, I'll start it this way. What I like to do now is think of a central theme for a map. Now, this can be a story theme, such as I want to build a story about aliens visiting an old folks' home and old folks rekindling love in that old folks' home. I bring up that suggestion because of a Twitter exchange with jGazMom where I spent time thinking about making a custom map around the storyline of Cocoon / City of Love Part 2. So it could be a story theme. It could be a theme such as I want to make a post-apocalypse Fallout type map. It could be a theme. I'll use another jGazMom example. he wanted to make a map that shows off his juggler technology, right? So very simple. I think of the main theme. Sometimes I might have 2 or 3 themes that I kind of want to merge together, but I always have one basic overall guiding theme. Tiny Minecraft. That is a tower, or that is a management game that is focused around building your Minecraft world plot by plot. That led to the idea of Simburbia, which is a city management game. So central theme. Mars mission. Journey to Mars. Paying homage to a Lego building set. Believe it or not, that is a true story. And central theme, I write it down. Then what I do is I step back and I think about what are the guiding principles, and I have to have at least 3. I sometimes will have more than 3, but 3 is generally a good number, a good manageable number for the most important guiding principles in your map. And I write those down. Now, what do I mean by guiding principle? Well, I mean what are the rules that I want to set for myself in making the map, or what are the types of experiences I want the player to have. So one example, where did you come from? Did you spawn up here on this ledge that just got blown apart? I guess you must have. I didn't think you could spawn on half slabs, which is the other reason that I was using them. Maybe you can't spawn on half slabs that are low? Is that the rule? Or maybe you can spawn on half slabs. There's bats, no, and there was a creeper down there. No slimes though. Oh, I was going back to make... Am I all out of wood? I made all those sticks, and I didn't keep enough wood. I did not keep enough wood for... Shoot. I did not keep enough wood for... There's a spider somewhere. Is he in there? I did not... He's down there. I did not keep enough wood for a chest, which is what I'm coming back for. Thank you. Alright, so what I'm doing down here is I'm gonna plant this tree, except that I don't have any dirt, because I threw my dirt up there. Oh my god, I'm already distracted from my story. Damn. I'm terrible at this. Was there dirt in here? Nope. No dirt in there. There was dirt somewhere. Was there dirt here? Did I come across any dirt? I need some dirt to grow my tree. No dirt in here. Okay, so I guiding principles. So for example, in one of my first maps, World Out of Time, it was a post-apocalypse setting, and one of the guiding principles that I can remember writing down was that I wanted the player to feel alone in the big giant world, which is kind of funny because I think that's actually kind of a terrible theme for a custom adventure map now. The feeling of any negative feelings such as like loneliness and isolation. It's not so fun. But I was trying to go off, Fallout type vibes on that one. Come on. Please tell me you have enough room to grow in here. You're not growing. You're not going to grow in here, are you? Is it because you're the wrong kind of tree? Is it because you're the wrong kind of tree? Or is it because I didn't make enough room? Should be enough room. 5 by 5. Maybe it's not tall enough. Sugar beets. And did I lose all my torches? Well, until I resolve that, I'm not going to have any. I'm not going to have any chests. Thought for sure this was a big enough area. Maybe this is in the way. Maybe I'll come back and it'll be grown. Should be a big enough area. Oh well. I don't have any way to make a chest. Okay, so let's just continue on. Guiding principles. I wanted the feeling of isolation. I wanted it to be in survival mode so you could break blocks and mine, but I didn't really think about the fact that that would make it too easy. I didn't know back then, and I wanted to take advantage of the natural land generation and add minimal builds of decayed ruins and things like that. That would give, again, that post-apocalyptic feeling to the world. So I didn't really think it through, or no, actually that's not true. I thought it through quite a bit, but what I realized once I saw the Oxcast play my map, that my design principles were not in sync with what map players enjoyed playing, and that was something really, really hard for me to kind of think about at first, that I had made such an error. And maps that I created after that, I learned from those principles. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad principle, because that could be perfectly fine. That could be what you want the player to experience, and there are players out there that would like it if you do a really good job. Did I just hear a zombie? If you do a really good job presenting that experience. I'll give you another example from that map. One of my not my overall guiding principles, but one of the design choices that I made was when you start off, you are presented with a dispenser, and the dispenser has a sign on it that says it contains environmental protection gear. And in my mind, I was thinking that would be, like leather armor. But I purposely left the dispenser empty, so there was no gear given to you at the start whatsoever. Because in my mind, the story, and which you could kind of piece together at the next point in the map, was that someone had already left the underground vault and had taken that environmental gear. And so, obviously, it wasn't left for you. And when the Oxcast started playing my map, they had leather armor on, and I was sitting there going, what the hell? They cheated. They spawned in armor, and they weren't supposed to. They're supposed to start with nothing. But because I had put a sign on that dispenser that said environmental gear, they thought it was a bug in the map and that I had forgotten to put gear in there. And how could they start a map without getting basic gear? So there was a disconnect between me as a map maker, oh, that's a good sign, and them as players. And that's kind of what I wanted to touch on from a design principles perspective. You need to, or what I do, I said you need to, but really, again, this is my personal style of map making. I like to, I don't think this is going to be a dungeon. I think that's just a single zombie, but I am glad that there's a cave. I like to put down my guiding principles. In the Grinchmas map, for example, one of my guiding principles was that all of the story bits had to be loose rhymes. So Dr. Seussian rhymes, Dr. Seussian style rhymes, where the couplets don't have to be exact, and I could kind of make up goofy words to force closer rhymes, and you have to kind of read it with a lyrical sort of sing-songy voice in some parts to make it rhyme. That was actually one of the guiding principles in the map, is to not have perfect clean rhymes, but to have a loose sort of fun rhyming scheme. And again, I'll just reference the Yogscast playthrough of that map, where they didn't get it at first, but when you get to the end and you see Simon using a quote-unquote American accent and putting a lilt on the end of each word, he discovers that suddenly everything rhymes, and they laugh, and the laughs come out, and it was so fulfilling to me that they got it. It was really cool. So guiding principles, that is step 2 for me of creating most planned out maps. Step 1, what is your overall theme? You write that down. Then what are your 3 or so guiding principles? If I was making a CTM map, one of the guiding principles would be that your player can do whatever the F they want in terms of whatever they want in terms of crafting, building, breaking, etc. And you as a map maker have to plan for that, and your guiding principle might be that you control the amount of gear that they get at any one point in time. Boy, I am churning through these picks a heck of a lot faster than I thought I was going to. Wow. I thought iron pick. They're not enchanted. That's probably one of my other mistakes. I should have applied some of those enchanting books that I have before I came down here. That would have been the smart thing to do. But honestly, I'm not going back at this point. How much lava am I going to be facing here? Ooh! Okay, well that calls for extreme measures. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I have these iron picks now. I am going to have to go back and deal with the wood situation. Oops. And I really should do that now, because I'm not going to find slimes spawning in lava. And then what I'll do is I will come back to this point and I'll talk about kind of the next step that I do in map making as I head back to go deal with my wood situation. I have no other source of wood, right? Nope. And I was actually kind of hoping to run into a I could go up that way. I might go up that way on the way back. I was kind of hoping I would run into an underground mine shaft, or abandoned mine shaft, or whatever they're called. Why did I take that weird path right there? But I did not. I was kind of hoping that I would do that, because I know Fellonius found an underground mine shaft somewhere, and he fought some baby spiders, which I hate. Probably those, I think I actually hate them more than witches, because witches, you have a good chance of killing them before they poison. Yay! Peanut butter sandwiches! Oh, awesome! So this was not a total loss to build this down here. It wasn't even a minor loss. This was fortuitous, except that I can't pick up. Okay, and Bongo Tez, I think I'm going to make you somewhat happy by actually collecting all that cobblestone. Although, see, if I collect the cobblestone, the problem is it just burdens down my inventory and my ability to bring it all back up to the surface is going to be, it's going to take me forever. Don't lose that wood. Don't lose that wood. I'm hoping that a sapling drops, and in fact I do think I see a sapling. We'll put this here. So I'm not intending to come back for this cobblestone, but I'm going to put it here anyway, and we'll get the iron cooking, because I might as well. I will put my redstone in here, which I do plan to come back for. That for now. This, my lapis lazuli. Oh, my diamond. Better remember to come back for that. And I think that is good. I will take the wood with me. So that's all I got out of that, huh? Okay, do I get a sapple? Here, sapple, sapple, sapple. Good. Good, good, good. So I was hoping this would be my tree area, but I think it's just going to be my... Or, I mean, I was hoping it would be my slime area, but I think it's just going to end up being my tree area. Let's take this out. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Maybe we can get slimes to spawn down here. I don't think slimes need a particular light level. I think they can grow in any light level. And I think I was going to go up that other waterfall next. So let's go ahead and do that. Just want to make this a little bit bigger. I really want those slimes to have an opportunity to show themselves if I'm in a slime chunk. Now, I would guess, by the way, that slime chunks, if I were to dig for, let's say, 4 slime chunks in one, 4 chunks in one direction, so 16 times 4 is 64. Wait, is that right? 60. That would be 40, yeah, 64. That'd be funny if I was wrong. It's around 64, let's put it that way. If I were to go 64 blocks in that direction, I think my chances would be pretty good of running into a slime chunk. Not saying that slime chunks are 1 out of every 4 chunks per se, but I feel like I would be pretty good. I would significantly increase my chances of running into a slime chunk if I were to go that far. That seems fair, doesn't it? I think that's totally fair. Oh, good. And I have sticks. You know what? Let me leave some of the sticks here just in case some tragedy befalls me. But we'll bring an even number of sticks with me in the amount of 12. The amount of 12. So let's get back to the map making discussion after I do a quick pause and do a time check.